All right, I want you to look on the screen here. That was then the Palisades fire in January ravaged Pacific Palisades and Malibu, turning street after street into mostly ash, overlooking the Pacific Ocean to rubble or left nearly uninhabitable, leaving in its wake between $28 and $54 billion in damages. But this is actually now just about 45 miles away, a new one-stop permit center where city workers in Altadena are helping victims of the LA fires expedite the process of permitting and rebuilding their homes. Our next guests have experienced the devastation of the LA wildfires firsthand. Joining us now in a Fox Business exclusive, author, producer, and television personality Melissa Rivers, who lost her home in the Palisades fire. She is joined by celebrity real estate agent Josh Flagg. This is as much a personal story, guys, as it is a business and an economic story. First to Melissa, our sympathies to you. So we've got before and after photos of your home. Let's start with the before. Describe it, in a snapshot here, and tell me exactly, if you were to rebuild, whether it would look like this again.
I loved my house. I loved the outside of my house. I really was in a place that I would pull up and smile. It was the right house for me. And would I rebuild the same house? Yes, I would. I might make some configuration changes, but I loved my house. I mean, the hardest thing for me is looking at that picture, which is the after, is it was so surreal. My gates survived. So I pulled up and it's like, there are my front gates and nothing behind them.
Nothing.
There was a teacup I found. We did go back and dig for a couple different days, and you forget that the houses collapse from the top floor down. So looking for things in my living room, looking for my mother's silver, which was all downstairs in the drawers, became sort of a futile effort.
Yeah. So we're talking a lot about the permitting process right now, Josh, and it looks like for once, I mean, anybody who's ever had to try and build a house, especially, I guess, on west of the 405 freeway in Los Angeles, waits years for permitting. March 5th, less than 2 months after the fires, this office began permitting, the office that we showed began permitting new homes, and they are cutting red tape so that people can actually start to rebuild. What is the process like for you and your clients who lost their homes?
Well, to be honest with you, none of my clients seem to know what's going on. In fact, you can't even get in the Palisades, by the way. There's National Guard everywhere. I happen to have a pass, so I've been through it. And by the way, if you have not been there, I would advise not going if you don't have to. It is so much worse in person, but it literally looks like Mars. But I don't think anybody knows what they're going to be doing yet, because they think that this is going to be changed in the next 6 months. It's not. This is a 10-year process to rebuild an entire community like that. Everyone's like, oh yeah, we'll be back in 3 years. That's not happening. And so, at least for my clients, all of them are basically, we got them into rentals or we purchased them new homes, and then they're going to assess the situation and maybe, over the next, everything's going to change in the next year. Nobody knows what's happening. It still literally looks like that. I mean, that's footage from January 25th. I was there the other day. It literally looks like that still.
Yeah. Well, and to that end, Melissa, have you even broached the concept or the idea of rebuilding? And have you applied for insurance? Tell me exactly what you've been through at this point.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate that I've had a wonderful support system and my office and my team, that we have been navigating the whole insurance maze at a relatively fast pace. So I've been very fortunate there. I vacillate on rebuilding. I agree 100% with Josh. I know people who are already we're going to be breaking ground in 6 to 8 weeks. I personally am going to hold off, because everybody in LA, which is typical, seems to know someone who knows some inside information or heard it from this. I honestly don't believe anybody knows 100% how long this is going to take and how it's going to play out. So I'm one of the let's see people.
Okay. I do have to ask Josh about insurance because I'm sure a lot of your clients have complained to you. State Farm, and this may go under the title real chutzpah. State Farm has actually asked the insurance office of the state for $740 million, and they've requested to raise home insurance premiums by 22% on average. Meantime, their parent company has a $130 billion surplus. They use customers, clients, as a one-way ATM. I've always felt this way. Okay, we should put commentary under here at this point, but I used to be a client of State Farm, but we pay our premiums constantly, and then the minute we need them, they're not there or they're crying poor to the state. So what do you think should happen here, and what can the LA County really do to make sure people can rebuild and reinvigorate the economy of Southern California?
I mean, it just shows you really should investigate, and you should really do your due diligence before you hire an insurance company. Just don't go to a broker, and do your due diligence, because that is, I'm sorry to say, one of the worst companies. If you were stuck with State Farm, and I'm sorry, I'm sure these people are going to hate me for saying this, but if that was your insurance company versus something like Chubb, it is just totally different. Everyone I know who had Chubb, they've been paid out already. It was seamless. State Farm is just that is what you just said, chutzpah.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to chime in on this for a second,
Sure.
Because I do live in the area where a lot of this is happening. Is not only do I feel like some insurance companies are not holding up their end of the bargain, for the last year they have been trying to actively cancel people in the Palisades in certain areas. And I have found, I think the city is doing its best, but I think we are a very screwed up city to start with.
Yeah. Well,
And you can point fingers all the way around on that. But I think how the insurance companies were taking advantage of the area before and now are really doing it after. And it's shameful.
I know you guys are good friends. Congratulations, you were able to go through with your wedding, Melissa, but
Yes.
taking you back to that few horrible days after, you were able to grab one thing as you rushed away before the fire took your home. I wanted you to show our viewers because it means a lot to you from your iconic mom.
Yes, I was able to grab a few things because we never thought our house would burn. But one of the things of 5 that I grabbed was a little drawing that my mother did years ago of my son and I sitting on the beach. And I actually grabbed this over. I grabbed a photograph of my father, but I didn't grab any photos of my mother because I knew I could get them. Mm-hmm. This is what I grabbed of my mom. So that and her Emmy and a few, some stuff of my dad's, but this is probably one of the most meaningful things to me in general, and the fact that I still have it brings
Beautiful.
me so much comfort.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear what people grabbed and what they didn't. Leave the jewelry, grab the emotional things that just can't be replaced. Josh, Melissa.
She was a good artist.
Yeah, she was. And a hysterical comic.
Marginal.
Oh my God, one of my favorites.
This was one of her better things. Let's just leave it at that.
Marginal artist, but definitely talented.
Marginal artist. Fantastic decorator.
Good to see you both. Good luck to you, Melissa. Thank you so much. And
Thank
Josh,
you.
always a pleasure. Thanks.
You too, honey.